I'm Dr. Harbans Lal. Today I'm going to present to you management of traumatic subluxated cataract with vitreous prolapse and sphincteric tear. 18 years old female presented to us with history of trauma 5 years back. On examination, eccentric mid-dilated pupil with sphincteric tear was present. 150 degree of subluxation with vitreous prolapse and mature cataract with fibrous block. Surgery was planned under peribulbar block. At the midpoint of subluxation, conjunctiva cut, light cautery applied, scleral pocket of 2.5 into 3 mm is created. After injecting the air, brushing action is used to stain the capsule. If you inject the dye, it may go into the vitreous cavity, which may decrease the visibility by blocking the red reflex and make surgery much more difficult. Watch, there is a tendency of the rhexis to run towards the periphery. Now we are applying the centripetal force to pull the rhexis in. Forceps rhexis under hyaluronic acid is the best option to prevent the runaway rhexis in a young patient. Fibrous block adhered to the anterior capsule is included into the rhexis and attempt is made to make the smallest possible rhexis by constantly trying to pull it in. Rhexis is completed. Tricot injected and washed to delineate the vitreous in the anterior chamber. Bimanual vitrectomy cutter of vacuum machine used. Panel is set on ICA, that means infuser cutter aspirate. In other words, it aspirates after cutting to avoid the traction on the vitreous. Bottle height is at 40 cm. Cut rate 800 per minute and vacuum setting up 250 is used. Initial vitrectomy is done without infusion, then infusion is switched on to complete the vitrectomy. Irrigation aspiration cut mode of the vitrectomy cutter is used for aspiration of soft cataract at vacuum setting of 400 ml of mercury and a bottle height of 60 cm only. The advantage of this technique is that if by any chance vitreous comes into the aspiration port, it can be removed by cutting without causing any traction. Watch my irrigation cannula, which is lying oblique to prevent the leakage from the main incision. Alternatively, one can make another side port for irrigation. Viscoelastic is injected into the bag and anterior chamber before withdrawing the infusion port. Capsular tension ring is being injected in the capsular bag. Watch the pulling of the CTR peripherally. Eye dumbbell dialer. This ensures the leading tip goes in a circular fashion and does not go straight and tear the capsule. Part of the CTR seen indicates that the capsular bag has not been pushed to the desired level. You can see some amount of tricot behind the posterior capsule. 3-piece IOLs are preferred in this situation as they may exert pressure on the subluxated part and may center better. More than 0.5 mm of decentration of the aspheric IOLs may cause loss of contrast, so not preferred in this situation. Sensar's 3-piece IOL haptic is positioned at the site of subluxation, but IOL is still decentered and needs to be centered by Ahmed capsular segment or Sionis rings fixation to the sclera. We break the Sionis to create a segmental Sioni. 90 Prolene, a straight needle is inserted 1.5 mm away from the limbus and comes out into the anterior chamber from behind the iris and in front of the capsule. Now, needle is taken out of the main incision by the help of the forceps. Needle is threaded and tied to the Sionis segment. Sionis segment is placed inside the capsular bag and dialed into the site of maximum subluxation. Now 26 gauge needle perforates the limbus 1.5 mm behind and comes into the anterior chamber underneath the iris. Proline needle is threaded into it and externalized. Now triple loop is given. Proline threads are tied till the IUL is perfectly centered. 2 to 3 single loop knots are given. Suture is cut and buried into the scleral pocket. See the perfect centration of the IUL. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel.